I know you're trying to perfect your mode at home. You're doing everything you see people doing, but it's just not working out right. I'm going to show you how to spice your mode up. Simple, easy. Stay tuned. Hey, I'm Brandy Lucas. Welcome back. Today I'm showing you guys how to spice up your mode. The mode is the foundation for your short hair. So I want to make sure you know how to add a little pizzazz so you can wear your hair flat if you want to, or add some curls. So the first thing that you want to do is add your foam. So I am using a prototype of a foam that I'm working on bringing out for you guys. So y'all stay tuned. But I'm working the foam through my hair, making sure that I am using enough without using too much, putting it on all the areas that I know I will need to lay my hair slick and flat. Next, I am grabbing my comb. Your comb is so important. You want to use a comb that has both small teeth and wide teeth. I'm starting to comb the product through my hair using the wide side of the comb. This allows me to pull the product through my hair, work through any snags or kinks that might be in my hair, and evenly distribute the product and get my hair going in the direction that I plan to mold it. So I'm adding just a little bit of foam, and now I'm flipping to the smaller side of the comb, which will give me more control to really work and smooth the hair, the product through the hair. So the wide teeth are good for detangling, to roughly work the product through the hair, get the hair going in the direction that you want it to go. But when you're wanting to use, when you're wanting to smooth the hair, you want to use the smaller teeth so that you can work the product through the hair. It will be evenly distributed, but it will give you a smooth, slick finish. So you see me just now I am working the product through the back of my head. On the top of my hair, I hardly relax my hair, so I have more of a textured environment up there. So you'll see me working the product using both the larger teeth and the smaller teeth, getting the product through. I'll even go in and add just a little bit more product to give me the slickness that I need. And now you see me kind of separating the hair to make sure that the product is at the roots, and taking smaller sections to give me that flat surface. So if you need to section your hair and part your hair and add just a little bit of product at the roots of your hair in areas where your hair is not freshly relaxed, then definitely do that. You always want to start off with a less amount of product and build the product if you need to allow your hair to lay as flat as you would like it. So I'm spinning back around and pretty much got the back how I want it, so I can come in and work on the front, making sure that all of the hair is laying flat, and then I'll go in and add my detail. So just a little bit more of my foaming product, and now I'm going to go and add some personality pieces to the front. So you'll see me doing just a little bit of waving and curling. This is not as hard as some people make it. It's basically forming the shape of the letter C. C's or S's, depending on how you look at it, but it is just taking your comb and doing a forward C and then a backward C. So if you see the first area up top on the side of my bang, I did one C going back, then one C coming forward, then one C coming back. Adding just a little bit more product at the roots here to give me that smoothness that I need to be able to add a little bit of personality, because if the hair is not slick and it's buckling, it's much harder. So I'm going with a C going back, C, then a C coming forward, holding my finger in place, adding just a little product to help the hair move, and here is another C. It starts going forward and then I just pull it back. It's just the letter C. And everybody's face shape, everybody's head and contours will be different. So you definitely want to make sure that you're personalizing it. There is no one size fits all for adding a little bit of personality to your mold. The key is making sure that you are framing your face with the waves or C shapes or however you approach it. You also want to make sure that the foundation of your mold is established and that you're doing your personality pieces just before you finish your mold. That way you're not going back and having to straighten hair and smooth hair. The hair's foundation is basically set and you're taking just the outward exterior of the hair and framing your face. You're doing C shapes or S shapes to contour around the frame of your face. You may need to add just a little bit more product in these areas depending on your hair's texture and how your hair is moving like you need it to. I do not suggest that you use gel for this. And it's just one of those things that you kind of have to play around with. You see, I did one side and wasn't feeling how it looked, so I just went in, combed through, and created those C shapes to my liking. So I'm creating one going forward, then the next going back, one going forward, and the next going back. You can leave those C's open and just have, just a little curl there, or you can connect them all. This is all about how you want to rock your hair. So have fun with it. Don't feel like if it doesn't look like something you saw online or something you saw somebody else rocking that it isn't right. This is your opportunity to personalize your mold and add a little funk and flair to it. It's so softening to have these curved lines around the face. I absolutely love to add personality to my mold, and because I'm a person who doesn't like to add a lot of curls to my hair, this is the perfect solution. Now, this is important. A lot of people complain about not being able to get the nape of the neck's hair to lay flat. Pay attention to what I am doing. I'm using that bottom part of the comb to rake it almost across my neck. Not just using the teeth, but also adding pressure with the comb to make sure that the hair is laying flat. That is the key to making sure that your mold is flat at the nape. Now I'm taking my wrap strips, not neck strips, wrap strips, and laying them in a pattern that will help to keep the hair in place and allow it to dry how I molded it. Not making any knots on this first strip. I just use the hair foam that's on my hair, adding some pressure, and if you have enough product on your hair, you'll be able to get that strip to stay. If you don't have enough product, just add a pump or two more right in that place, letting the moisture keep the strips in place. Now you see me just kind of twisting. I'm not even making a knot, just twisting with a little bit of tension. And 3 strips is all it usually takes. Just taking off that excess. If you have natural on top, or your hair is a little bit thicker on the top, you can always take a strip and lay it like this right across the top of your head. Sometimes I tie it under my chin, and you may want to lay one behind that. It really depends on your personal situation. If your hair is newly relaxed or freshly molded, then you can get away with not doing the extra. I'm headed to the dryer, y'all. So this is my hair after the mold. I personally go through with a little bit of product, moisturizer, break up my hair, finger style, and I am good to go. It makes such a huge difference to make sure that you use the right products and that you dry your mold with a hooded dryer or some type of dryer heat. So if you guys are curious about the products that I use to maintain my pixie, to mold my hair, make sure that you check the description bar below. I will link to the products that I use on a daily basis. I hope that you guys have found this video interesting as well as helpful for molding your hair. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. I will be bringing you guys more short hair videos, tips, and tutorials. So if you got any questions, drop them below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next video.